Hey everybody, how's it going? It's the Crystal Flaffy, and today we're going to be talking about Banshee. Banshee is another one of my favorite mons. She's really cool, really cool. In case you haven't already clued in, a lot of my favorite mons are like Nat 4s, and a lot of them are waifu. Anyway, let's get right into it. Let's go. Scroll on down, find Fire Banshee. Banshee's just really cool overall, I think. I really love the character. Here's the Evil 1. Very cute. The Evil 2. Also very cute. It sucks that her animation goes like above the screen or whatever, so you can't really see it. Maybe if... I realize you can lower it a little bit. When you go look at the view here, you can like move it around. So yeah, you can see it a bit more. There. It's pretty cool. Oh shit. God damn it. Now I gotta scroll all the way back. Okay, let's see, where was she? There we go. And here's the Evo 3. We'll look at it here as well. There you go. So here's the non-variant, and here's the variant. I do like the regular one more. Just the red is just so much better for her than the pink, just because like it's like blood, you know. Anyway, looking at the stats, Fire Banshee, Fire Morrigan, is a balanced type, and she has pretty good attack and HP for a Nat 4 balanced type. Her defense is a bit lower. I think like Nat 4 balanced types should have like around 2600, 2700 for their attack and defense, so attack is a bit good, and defense is a bit low, but it's alright. It's alright, because when you get to her skills, her 3-star, she has Curse. It's 80% 2 turns, and I don't have a Fire Banshee, so I asked some of my clanmates. They said that skill books bring it up to 100% and give a 10% damage boost. And then on her 5-star, it's Fulminating Curse, and apparently skill books give it a 30% damage boost. I'm just saying apparently because I haven't seen it myself, you know? Though I do trust my clanmates when they say that, so. So the reason why it's good that she has high attack is because Curse is based on her attack stat. For those that don't know, Curse works similar to Sap, where you layer it on, and it does a percentage of HP to your opponent. But whereas Sap does 7% per Sap, Curse, it's dependent on your Astromon's attack stat, how much damage the Curse does. So because Banshee has a bit high of an attack for a balanced type, that's good, because her Curse will be doing a bit more. Where you want to use her, Curse really works. Curse is a situational skill, I guess. I haven't found a place where it really excels, but it can do well in PvP offense. You can use it in Titans as well early on, just because that Fulminating Curse, which I forgot to explain, Fulminating Curse gives a damage boost based on the amount of saps, based on the amount of curses you have layered on your opponent. So I don't know the multiplier, but it can get pretty high, I believe. So the point is to layer the curses and then Fulminating Curse to do a lot of damage. That's what happens with TOC floor 100 with the Dark Hades. He'll layer saps on you and then Fulminating Curse, and can wipe your team if you don't have good CC or whatever to get through him. But anyway, it'll work in PvP offense, not defense, since you want her to have high attack, so she's not going to have much survivability. So putting her on defense isn't a very good thing. Then you can use her for Titans for damage dealer early on, you know, just layering the saps. Sap against the Curse. Curse against the Titan, I believe, does the same amount as Sap. I'm pretty sure it's just a flat 5,000 HP. So keep that in mind. You're not going to be getting much out of the Curse on Titans, though you might get, if you can layer a lot, you can get a decent amount of damage when you get your Fulminating Curse off. So that's what you'd want to, that's how it would work against the Titan. But again, it would fall off as you get CS mons. Even Hunter or Predator mons would be better for it than the Fire Banshee would. But she can be used there early on if you don't have anything better yet. Then also, you can try her for farming. Sap can work in GB, well, farming in general, you can use her for GB9, maybe for DB8 as well, you know. I haven't tried Curse there. I do have, the only Curse mon that I have built is my Dark Hades, and I haven't really been used him outside of PvP, so I don't know how well it could be for farming, but just considering that you can get layer on the curses and then Fulminating Curse, it can work in some stages. GB9 just as an attacker. DB8, I don't think it would work on auto. It would probably only work on manual. So the first turn you would layer on some curses and then Fulminating Curse after when you get your bar full. But again, that would definitely fall off in usage there. Curse might have use. You might be able to use her against the Wood Colossus as well, just for damage dealing there. But again, would fall off. See, there's a lot of places where Curse does fall off in usage. It really can only stick around in PvP, but it'll only really work out if your opponent has low resist, or you use resistance down. So either of those, and it could work. Other than that, it's very situational. But yeah, that's going to be it for the Fire Banshee. I should point out, though, that people do think that her attack is a bit low for a Curse mon. Actually, which I should show now that I think about it. So here we have Fire Hades. He is a nat 5, so his stats are naturally higher. But looking at his attack stat, it is 3,400 compared to her 2,800. And then same with Fire Hades as well, is a Curse mon, and his is 3,600. And then there's, I believe, Dark, what's her name? Oh my god, I really like the mon. Why am I forgetting the name? Here, Banshee. Yeah, shit, I don't know how, hers is 3,200 for her attack stat, so compared to other Curse mons, Fire Banshee's attack is pretty low, but it's nothing terrible. It's not terrible at all. It's usable, just not what it could be. Anyway, let's move on to water. Here we are. There's the regular, nice and blue, and here's the variant. You know, I actually like the color scheme for this one, for the regular. Sorry, I had to pause for a moment. Somebody was playing loud music, so I just asked them to close the door. Anyway, I really like the color scheme for the regular, because I really love the blue. And then just a small detail about her skin. I love the color. It makes her really look like undead, like a zombie or something. Really cool. Looking at her stats, she's a tank, and she has really good HP for a nat 4 tank, and her attack is actually really high for a nat 4 for a tank in general. Her defense is not bad, but it's not the best either. It'd be nice if it was at least a couple 100 points higher, so like maybe 2,300 or something like that. That'd be a lot better. But again, it's not terrible. Now let's go on to her skills. So Water Banshee's skills are kinda, they're not great for what she is, you know. So she has Soul Boon Red on her 3-star, which for those that don't know, what it does is when you hit it, if your opponent drops blue orbs, it'll drop red orbs as well, an equal amount. Really, the only place this skill has use, while it can work in PvP, just to give a bit of healing on your team, there it's too RNG reliant, so it doesn't really help much. It can do okay against Titan, because the Titan will guaranteed drop 2 blue orbs that are guaranteed to fill up your entire bar. So the Soul Boon Red would make it also drop 2 red health orbs that are guaranteed to fill your HP. Again, though, it is RNG reliant, but it is a full HP heal for 1 to 2 of your mons. The only thing that makes that kind of bad for her is because her 5-star is Sap. It is 80% 2 types 1 turn. Skill books. Anyway, sorry, I had to pause again. People are very loud. Apparently, her skill books give a 10% activation rate to her Sap, so 90% 2 types, and then give an extra turn as well, so 90% 2 types 2 turns, which is a really good Sap. I don't know about the damage boosts for her skills at all, because I don't have a Water Banshee either. Sorry. Anyway, it is a good sap. It is 90% 2 types, 2 turns, is really good. The only issue, though, is that it doesn't mix with Soul Bloom Red. As Soul Bloom Red only works for Titans and PvP, well, it only has use there, whereas Sap doesn't have use in either of those places. And then Sap is really only usable for GB10 and Water Colossus, but Soul Bloom Red is useless in those spots. So her skills don't do well together. I have seen Water Banshee on PvP defense a couple times. Usually, though, it doesn't offer much threatening presence. But you can use her there. You know, the Soul Boon still can help a bit. Using her, I think the best place you can use her, though, is Water Colossus, just because her Soul Boon will help mitigate the sap damage that you receive from the Colossus and the Sentinel things that are beside it. So that is one thing there. And then, of course, her sap is really good for it as well. So if you're going to use a Water Banshee, I definitely recommend Water Colossus. The other places she can, PvP and Titan, she does have some use, but she'll fall off very quickly. So yeah, that's going to be it for water. Now let's move on to wood. Find her real quick. Oh, yeah, there we go. That was actually pretty fast. So here we have Wood Banshee. There's the regular and the variant. I do like the variant. Again, the skin, it's like kind of undead, which is cool. Whereas the regular is just like, she's alive. Not cool. And then I love the pink hair. The pink hair is amazing. Looking at her stats, she's an attacker, and her attack and HP are both really good. Especially that HP. It's a lot higher than most Nat 4 attackers. Even a lot of Nat 5 attackers, too. Her defense is okay. Nothing special, but it's not bad either. Looking at her skills, her 3-star, she has morale boost, 30%. And then skill books bring that up to 50% and give a 30% damage boost, which is really good. And then her 5-star is defense down 70% 2 turns. Skill books bring it up to 80% and give a 30% damage boost there as well. So very good damage boost there, and with her high attack, she's going to be hitting pretty hard. Where you'd want to use her, well, because of her morale boost, she is excellent for farming. Even the defense down, which normally I don't like for farming, can work for her because of where you'd want to use her. Most notably GB7, the water golem does have high defense, so if you have her on a siphon set, she'll be clearing waves, filling her bar fast, you know, and then she'll get to the golem and then land the defense down, which would be very helpful because its defense stat is really high. And then, of course, the next turn you'd completely nuke it. Then also, Titans, she does have use, just because if you have her fully booked, if she doesn't get any orbs, every other turn she's going to be getting defense down, or going for a defense down against the Titan. But of course, she will fall off there because she's not a pure debuffer or a debuff in CS Mon. So either of those two types of Mons would outclass her. But she has use early game. Then, of course, the place that I plan to use one, I am working on building one right now. She's only Evo 2.2, which I will show after, of course. I plan to use mine for PvP. She does have use in offense and defense, more so for offense, but she does work in defense. Her leader skill is really good there, which I forgot to mention. Her leader skill is defense up, 30 to 35% all content. Well, yeah, her leader skill is really good for PvP. Just set her as your lead. If you're using her on defense, she's really good there. And just like Mons like Fire Valkyrie, Water Arthur, Dark Jean, Mons like that fill up their bar by 50% every turn. She does really well on PvP defense. Pugilist sets are amazing for that, you know, because they're just going to be spamming their actives. So pretty good there, though with that, she is she needs she needs high quality gems just because you want to build her super defensive, and her defense stat is pretty low. So for that, I would recommend like HP defense, something like that. Whereas on offense, you don't really need as much defense or defensive build on her. So something like an offensive build like crit rate, attack, crit attack, crit damage, attack, HP, even triple attack. Those are all really good. I'm going for a bruiser build, HP, defense, attack. And with the bruiser build, you can use it for either attack or defense. So I really like that build for Wood Banshee. And of course I will show mine after, because I do have some gems on her. Well, I do have gems on her, like all 3 gems, but they're not fully upgraded yet. But anyway, let's move on to light. And I realized that I did forget to mention gem builds for fire and water. For fire, I would go triple attack, or crit rate attack with your crit rate gem having high attack subs, just to get the most out of her curse. And then for water, like HP, defense, I think would be best. Though HP defense is usable as well. So anyway, here we have light. Here's the regular. And then we got the variant, and I really love the variant. Variant is very cool. Mine is variant, which I'm very happy about. Anyway, looking at the stats, she is a balance type, and her stats are kind of leaning towards tank, but still somewhat balanced. Her HP is insanely high for a balance type. Whether it be Nat 4, Nat 5, whatever, it's a really high HP stat for a balance type. But her defense is average for Nat 4 balance type, and her attack is a little low. But that's fine, because where you want to use her, you're not going to be worrying too much about her attack. As you can see, her skills, 3-star, she has Shock, 80% 1 turn. Skill books bring it up to 2 turns and give 20% damage boost. And then on her 5-star, she has Shock, 70% 1 turn. Skill books bring it up to 80% and give a 15% damage boost. So she is a double Shockmon, which there are quite a few of those among the light type. There's Light Garuda and Light Yuki, most notably. I believe she has the same 3-star as both of those. We can actually go up and check Garuda real quick. I know it's the same for Yuki, but I don't know about Garuda, which is funny because I do have a Light Garuda. I just don't remember what his thing is. So yeah, his is 80% 2-turn as well, but I'm pretty sure books bring it up to 90. But anyway, she has the same 3-star as a non-booked Light Garuda and a fully booked Light Yuki. So there's that. But compared to Light Yuki, I'm going to compare it more to Light Yuki than Light Garuda because he's an at 5. So the difference between the two is they're 5-stars. Light Yuki, I believe, goes up to 60% 2 turns for her shock on her 5-star, whereas Banshee's goes up to 80% 1 turn. So it's a higher rate, though only 1 turn. So they're both really good. It's just Yuki's is slightly better just because that 2 turns is so amazing. But then their stats are different as well, so you can't compare them there. Banshee's more defensive when it comes to her stats, whereas Yuki's more offensive. How I would build her? Well, where you can use her, PvP, really. PvP is where Shockmon shine. She's really good for TOC as well, for floors 80 and 100, since CC there is really good. Especially 2-turn. And how I would build her? I'd build her more defensive. Her attack is pretty low, so you're not going to be getting much damage out of her anyway. HP defense, or HP defense are pretty good. Mine, I did go HP attack defense, so the bruiser build, just like I'm working on with my with my Wood Banshee. And the reason for that is that you do still want her to do some damage. It was a while ago where I had my clanmate Camaro test my PvP defense team, where I use my Light Banshee all the time because I love her. And the only complaint that she had for her was that she didn't do enough damage. So I did change that around so she can do a lot of damage. And we'll go more into that when I show my Light Banshee, which will be soon, since all we have left to talk about is Dark. But yeah, let's see, where is she? There she is. And I did just pull a light. I think it was during Clanfest that just passed, which I'm very happy about. So here's the regular. Here's the variant. I like the regular just because of the purple. Yeah. I love the purple on the dress, you know. Very cool. Very nice. I like it. Looking at her stats, she's a tank. She has really high HP. 4k higher than Water Banshee's was. This is like Nat 5 tank HP right here. Her attack is high as well. 2400, really good. Her defense is somewhat low, which is unfortunate. But what can you do? What can you do? Looking at her 3-star, or looking at her skills, her 3-star is Sap, 100%, 3 types, 1 turn. Skill books, unfortunately, don't give it an extra turn. It'd be amazing if it did. It just gives a 30% damage boost, which is okay, I guess. Which, it's not too bad. Still 100%, 3 types, still really good. Just, it's unfortunate that's only 1 turn. Then she has HP Aggression on her 5-star, and skill books give it a 25% damage boost. Where you'd want to use her, you can use her for PvP defense. Just because the HP siphon and her tanky HP. Her sap isn't very helpful there, but, you know, during special season, as the hidden, she can come in and hit pretty hard, even just as the leader. Keep using her for her leader skill, and then filling up her bar for her HP aggression, you know, maybe on a Magi set or something like that. Could be interesting to use. Then you can also use her for GP10 for her sap, because her sap is pretty good still, and Water Colossus as well. Though, keep in mind, for Water Colossus, you're going to want to play on manual, just make sure you're only using her 3-star, since her HP aggression won't do anything there. And just know for PvP and Colossus, you're going to need high resist on her. Whereas for GP10, I think you'd want to build her more with crit rate, just because resist isn't needed for GP10 at all, and you want her to be doing some damage to the wave mons too. Like, the sap is really good against the golem, but it's not good against the wave mons. So you're going to want her to be critting to do some decent damage. And how I would... Well, before I get into how I would prioritize them, let's go look at the light and wood ones that I have going on. So, wood is still a work in progress for me. I still need a few more Banshees to get her to Evo 3. I was working on getting her resist up, because I do plan to use her for most likely PvP defense. Wood mons aren't great for PvP defense, just because Fire Draka is a thing, but I don't care. I don't care about how well I do on the ladder. I just want to use mons that I like. So I do plan to use my Wood Banshee there. And here's her gems. So we've got HP gems, some good resist, good crit rate, and a bit of defense. That flat attack is kind of upsetting, but it's fine because the rest of the gem is good. Then we have resist, some good resist, some good defense, a little bit of extra crit rate, and that recovery stat flat is pretty sad, but again, the rest of the gem is okay, so I'm going to use it for now. And then we have defense gem, again, some resist, some good attack, some backup HP, and then a flat HP, which kind of holds her back. With trinkets, though, she's going to get some pretty good survivability. Here's her stats at Evo 3. So yeah, with a trinket, with max trinkets, you know, her defense will get to somewhere between 4.5 and 5k, which would be really nice. And then her HP will probably get somewhere between 5.5 and 6k. So, 55 and 60k, which is really nice. She'd really appreciate that for defense. And then her attack is already really good, but it'll be a little over 6k after after trinkets, which is very nice. Very, very nice. And here we have Light. So Light is fully built, and she's one of my favorite mons. I love her. She's fully skill booked up. I don't have any books on my Wood Banshee, as you saw. So 80% 2 turns, and then 80% 1 turn, right there. Here's her gems. So she has defense, which this gem, really nice, really nice. A lot of resist, a lot of attack, and some crit damage and HP as well. The crit damage isn't too important because she has low crit rate, but it's always nice when she crits, she gets that little extra damage boost. Then here we have her attack gem. Again, high resist, some HP. This is probably the worst gem she has on her. I will replace it eventually because the bottom 2 subs are pretty bad. And then here's her HP gem, which gives some good resist, some good attack, and then a lot of defense. And then she has max trinkets, though some of them are 3-star since I put these trinkets on her before it was common knowledge that 3-star rares are bad. 4-star rare and above is what you want to use, and I will eventually change those. Here's her stats, which her HP is absurdly high, and then her defense and attack are really good as well. So overall, a very good mon. I haven't built the dark one yet. I haven't even started leveling it yet. Where is it? Here she is. So yeah, I will eventually get to building her. So yeah, that's going to be it for the Banshees. If I were to prioritize them, I would go Light first, because she's really good. Then Wood second, which again, she's really good too. She's very diverse mon and where you can use her. Then I would go Dark, just because just her tanky nature and HP aggression with her 100% base crit damage, really good. Fire next, just because, you know, Curse doesn't have much use. So that's why she's second last. And her attack is a bit low, but she's still usable, still usable. And then Water is last because she's very situational and doesn't have much use. You're most likely going to feed water to other elements. If you don't have Light or Dark, though, I definitely recommend going for Wood. Pretty good mon. But anyway, we're going to wrap it up there. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Again, always open to questions in the comments below, like anything that I forgot to answer or whatever. Feel free to shoot the question down below, you know. Also, I'm looking for some suggestions for mons. You know, I do have my list, but I don't know how to prioritize the list so far. Mons that have super evos, though, by the way, don't recommend those ones just because I'm waiting for those festivals to come around whenever they do, you know. Out of the super evil mons, I've already done Sea-Star, Wildfang, Succubus, Yuki, Nike, and Miho. So there's just Leo and Anubis left. I'm waiting for their super festivals to come around before I do those, just so it's more relevant for people. So instead of them looking for a Leo video, it'll be right there when it's important. So yeah, just holding out on those, but feel free to recommend anything else, you know. And yeah, we're going to wrap it up there. I already said like, comment, subscribe, all that, whatever. But anyway, have yourselves a good day, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.